Hi guys, it's Stacy from Clothes Live On, and today we are going to be doing brands that I am no longer sourcing in 2021. This is more of a general rule. Typically when I see these brands, I think I will be passing on them. There's always exceptions, and if I know specific exceptions within this, I will mention them. And then another exception is probably generally going to be price. Like if something is like $1 or less, I might still pick up these brands even though I generally think I won't grab them. But if it's my regular thrift prices and it's not like a special piece, then I am just planning to pass on them. So the first brand I'm no longer picking up is Cabbie. I think my exception with this would be shoes, which I hardly ever find Cabbie shoes, but they're regular pieces. Even the current tag with like the line under it, it just doesn't really sell for me anymore. I've stopped picking up their jeans for a while, but I'm done with like tops and jackets now too. It just doesn't move for me, and when it does, it's not at a very good price point. I'm not making a lot of money, so it just isn't worth my time. Next is Free People, which is probably a little bit of a surprising one because it was in my top 3 brands for 2020, but I just feel like it doesn't move for me a lot. I do think this is one more style specific I might grab. Like I would probably still grab the pull-on flare jeans that they sell because those do really well for me. Maybe some more like unique dresses that are like heavily embroidered or something. But the general pieces that I see, I'm going to be passing on. My stores price them up usually anyway. They know Free People and they usually price it higher. It's just not worth it for me. It doesn't sell very well. Next brand is Sam Edelman, and my exception with this would probably be booties and boots, which I don't see very often, but generally all other shoes from Sam Edelman just aren't really selling for me anymore, and my thrift stores price shoes pretty high. So like I see their flats a lot, I see sandals a lot, and I'm just planning to pass on those in general because they just don't sell well for me anymore. Next brand is Vineyard Vines. Oh, this one, I can't move Vineyard Vines to save my life, I feel like. So it used to be something I was excited to find and I would even pay up a little bit for it, but now I feel like it's not a brand that people seek out, so I am just planning to pass on it. Next is Rag & Bone. So I've stopped sourcing anything that wasn't jeans for a while, but Rag & Bone jeans aren't selling for me anymore either. So I just, I feel like my thrift stores generally price jeans around $9, upwards from there. If I'm lucky, I might get them for $6, but really any of those price points isn't great for Rag & Bone jeans just because I store them for so long. They don't move very fast, and they're moving for a pretty low price point at this point since they're not very desirable anymore. I think my exception would be maybe if I found like a leather bag from Rag & Bone, but I've never in my whole reseller life found a Rag & Bone bag, but if I did, I would probably consider that. Next for me is Zara, which I think a lot of other resellers still do really well with Zara. I personally feel like I generally can't move it. In my most profitable 2020 things, a Zara coat was in there, and I think that some Zara outerwear I would still pick up if it was price correct, if I liked the style, but dresses, tops, all of that, I'm passing on. I just can't move it. Even when it's cheap, I can't move it. So like if I source it for a low price and I try and sell it for a fairly low price, I still can't get it to move. So I really would only consider their outerwear at this point. Alright, another brand is Wilfred, and I find that more and more often now, so I don't know if people are like over it and they're donating it, but it certainly used to be something I was excited to find, and now I still have been picking it up, but it doesn't move very well for me, so it's definitely one of those brands that I'm saying goodbye to generally because it's just not something that is moving quick enough. Alright, a denim brand I am going to be passing on is 1 Teaspoon. Again, this is a brand where like, I don't know, a year or two ago I was super excited to find it. I would pay up for it at buy-sell trade stores, but I feel like this brand doesn't get likes anymore. It sells for a really low price point. So if I could find it for like, I don't know, $3 or less at a thrift store, I would probably still pick it up. But I can barely get this brand to sell for like $20 to $30 at this point. So generally it's going to be a pass from me. Just, it doesn't seem like a desirable brand anymore. All right, another one is Show Me Your Moo Moo. And I might make an exception on more like a bridesmaid's dress, but those are actually really hard to photograph, so no guarantee there. But when I find they're more basic pieces, like basic dresses and stuff, it's been sitting for me. They don't get a lot of interest, not a lot of likes, definitely no offers or anything. So I think it became oversaturated and therefore it tanked the market. So it's just not something I really plan to pick up. All right, another one from me that is sad is Toms. I personally love wearing Toms, but Toms don't move for me. I did pick up like more recently like wedges at the bins. So like maybe if it's like bins prices, I still would. Not that I really go to the bins, but just like that general price point. But they're slip-on shoes. I really can't sell them. The wedges don't do great for me. Booties do okay. I don't find Tom's booties a lot. They do okay for me. I might still pick up booties. But other than that, I think it's a brand I'm just not grabbing anymore. And then another shoe brand is Dansko. This again is one I used to be so excited to find, and I used to be able to easily sell it for $50 to $60. Pretty much like even if it had some wear to it, but I can't get rid of them now. I just sold a pair for $13 the other day. I feel like, I don't know why, I think nurses probably still like them. They're still known for their comfort. I don't know if they've switched to another brand shoe that they prefer, but for me, Danskos just don't move anymore. All right, another one is Joie. I've made exceptions for Joie because I still like in my head when I see it at a thrift store, I still think it's a good brand. I know what the much older tag looks like and I do pass on that, but their dresses don't really sell for me. Their sweaters can do okay for me, but like their silk blouses and stuff, those don't move for me, generally the dresses. So I think it's a pretty much, I'm passing on it every time I see it at this point. And then the last brand in this video that I plan to be passing on is Rebecca Taylor. Again, this is another one where it's a very expensive brand. It's one that I used to be really excited to find, but I just cannot move this brand to save my life anymore. It goes for a really low price point and it's sitting forever, and just when I have those two things going on where like it takes a long time to sell it and it's not selling for a lot, it's just a brand that has got to go. That's not worth my time anymore. So Rebecca Taylor is out, and I believe that's all the brands that I am planning to pass on in 2021. There might be other ones along the way. The market is always changing for reselling, but generally those are the ones that I used to pick up quite often, and now I just think that I'm going to be passing on them more often than not. So let me know what brands you are planning to leave in 2020 and a comment down below. I'd love to hear what you aren't planning to source anymore. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will talk to you later. Bye.